We're live.
You.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is Saturday. It is 1:32 p.m. You should be here by now. We are the Not Up for Debate podcast. This is episode 43, to be named at a later date. I am here with, to the left of me, I have Joey and J-Ro. No easy today.
No
He
easy.
had a family situation to take care of, so condolences to his family and God bless them. We hope that you guys are celebrating life and not death.
Exactly.
But Easy will be here next week, hopefully. Start like we normally do. Ask my guys how they doing, what's going on, how your week's been.
You want to go first, J-Ro? You want me to go?
Oh, yeah, I'll go first.
J-Ro set the tone all the time.
I've been working overtime like crazy, man.
Love it.
12 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so that's killing me. But, man, the bread's going to be there.
Yeah.
Damn right.
And then on top of that, my girl just made a YouTube channel.
I literally just seen her video.
Yeah, she just put it up.
I just seen her video.
Yeah, I was kind of like shocked, too.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't expecting her to actually do something like that.
Jump
And
out
it's
there.
quality work. I was thinking, oh, my I don't know. Everybody want to do videos and stuff like that, but
Right.
after I seen it,
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to open it up because I literally just seen it now, but
I ain't even see it.
it looked good from what
Yeah.
I seen. Yeah. So
yeah, check her
dope.
out, man.
That's dope, though. That's dope.
Crystal Crespo, she's trying to lose some weight.
Yeah.
I mean, she's known to lose weight,
Right.
in the correct way and not like starving yourself and all that.
Yeah, no
So,
gimmicks.
Yeah, so check her out, man.
So is she like offering like a tutorial? Or, oh yeah.
And her weight loss journey too.
Yeah.
You might see me on there.
Uh-oh.
The cameraman.
Yeah,
yeah.
You gotta get on there and show them the dad bod.
Yeah, you got
Yeah, man. I got some weight to lose too.
Yeah.
I got some weight to gain. So what's up, Joey? How your week going?
Oh man, this has been a suspenseful week for me,
Yeah.
but ultimately it's I made one of the biggest decisions of my life this week, definitely in my working career.
Right.
I guess I can announce it here since it's official.
Yeah.
But I'm after 14 years, I'm not switching careers, so to speak, but I'm leaving Ryder and going on to a new company to start with a different company, the same field. But so it was a big decision for me, but it's going to be good for not only my family but for us. So we're going to be able to do some special things in 2020, and I'm looking forward to it. So it was a big week for me. It was good. I feel good.
Congratulations on
Yeah,
that, by
thanks,
the way.
thanks.
man.
Yeah, thanks.
It's a big move.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to the viewers. I see y'all. I see someone speaking in Spanish, so I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say that's Spicy Mama.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's
Let me
Spicy
turn the
Mama.
Zoom up.
That's Cuddy telling you congratulations as well.
Appreciate you, Cuddy.
But yes, good afternoon, Spicy Mama. That's Miss McPherson also up there. How you doing, honey? Shout out to you.
She always there,
Yeah,
man. She
loyal-
always there.
That's 3 loyal listeners.
Yo,
right there.
those are possibly the 3
Word up.
loyalist listeners that
Yeah.
we have, and followers and supporters.
Which is ironic because 1 out of 3 is supposed to be a guest.
We ain't gonna say nothing about that. He should have been here, man.
Yeah, man, because on some real shit, the reason I'm as into music as I am is because of him.
Right. Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know what I mean? I know he has what's the word? A wealth of knowledge to
Yeah.
offer. And I
Plus, he
definitely-
funny as hell.
Yeah, he is, but it's dry humor because
Yeah,
he's like 90% of the time he's dead serious.
Word up.
Yeah, he's one of those you gotta know him to love him.
Yeah. Word up.
But that's my cousin, man. Full of life, man. That's my guy.
Word
man.
up. Yeah.
Shout out to Cuddy, man. Everything I ever done in life, he supported it.
Yeah,
Even when I was a terrible rapper, he
Right.
he never told me I was. Kind of feeling he wasn't feeling too much of what I had to say.
But he was rocking with
He
you.
was there. He was there, though.
Word up.
Word up. That's my cousin, man. Love that nigga.
Nah, yeah, we gotta get him in here, man.
Yeah, but speaking of music and very opinionated people, I guess we can start with this Wack 100 Ti situation. So another video of Wack 100 appears where he's basically saying that Nipsey wasn't a legend. And it basically, his argument is that he wasn't a legend prior to his death, so he doesn't understand how he's being considered one now, which is understandable to a certain extent.
Yeah.
That sound like hate to me.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's full of
no matter how you slice it, you know what I mean, coming from him, it's definitely going to sound like heat.
right.
But where was I? Oh, so the reporter asked Wack to, why he felt the way he felt. He turned to the reporter and said, "What's a legend?" So the reporter gives his example and says, "Dr. Dre is a legend." Blah,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. So Wack said, "Well, why is Dr. Dre a legend?"
Right.
And the guy said, "Oh, well, he sold this amount. He's put out this amount of records. He's produced this amount." So Wack is basically saying, "Oh, so he has the
Because of numbers.
credentials and numbers."
Yeah.
Right. So he doubled down on that too. I just saw another video where he's actually saying Biggie wasn't a legend before he passed.
It sounds like this guy just want people to fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. But
You know what I
we
mean?
gonna have a real conversation.
I don't. And just like you said, I get what he's trying to say to a certain extent. But like I said, I think when you first posted it is, in my opinion, the word legend is relative. You know what I mean? So because he wasn't legendary to you prior to passing, you can't make that decision for other people.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm sure 75% of the people that think that Nipsey is legendary now probably did it prior to him dying.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that doesn't diminish his legacy.
At all.
So I understand, but I just don't agree with it.
Yeah.
What about the Biggie argument?
Biggie's a legend. Man.
Yeah, I mean Biggie when Biggie
Prior
was
to death?
when Biggie was
I think so.
alive, I mean him and Tupac were the biggest things possibly
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah. It's funny you said that
How could you not say that they were legends?
It's funny you
Exactly.
said that because they asked him, "Well, is Tupac a legend?" He said, "Yeah." And they said,
So how do you
Yeah, what the-
and I really, that's why when you think about him saying that and using the numbers argument with Dr. Dre, maybe he's only basing it off of numbers because Tupac was, he died at 26 years old, but he also produced a fucking 1,000 tracks in that short amount of time.
movies?
So, right. So if he's going off of numbers, but that's not how you, a legendary status isn't off of numbers.
That's another
Yeah.
thing. I think each person has their own scale of how they judge it. Like you said, for you, it's more a
Impact.
personal or
it's
individual.
impact. Yeah.
Like it's people in your lives that you know that you consider a
Right.
legend that the world
Yeah.
doesn't know about.
Yeah, my grandpa
Yeah.
is a legend to me, and there's only 10. You know what I mean? Only 5% of people that I know maybe know who he is.
Right.
But those people that know him, he was a legend to them.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he wasn't a legend to the world.
I think the reason we gave like rappers that passed that were good rappers that legendary tag is because they had the potential to become that.
Right.
Whether we seen it at the moment or not, they did have the potential to be that.
Yeah, and I think for people, and I can sit here and be 100% honest that I even learned more about Nip, post death
Right.
than I knew, but.
That doesn't make it wrong. Though.
That's what I
Yeah.
feel
Like
right.
people hold that over your head.
Yeah. And it's like, but I knew his intentions.
Right.
And that's, in my opinion, what makes him a legend. If we would have given this guy, 17 more years so he made it to 50, what would he have done?
knows, right?
You know what I mean? If Tupac and Biggie could have made it to 40, what could they have done?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's a weird conversation for me.
Yeah, so T.I. jumped in and shared the definition of legend. The definition reads, a traditional story sometimes popularly regarded as historical but unauthenticated. The second is an extremely famous or notorious person, especially in a particular field. Adjective, very well known. So this is the caption that T.I. posted along with that. This shit say Nipsey all over it. Record sales and number one hits ain't the only barometer for legendary status. Impact is what's important. Although his notoriety did grow
Of course, he said exponentially.
yeah,
That's just a
more
plug for him
after
at
his
this
demise,
point.
the impact is undeniable.
Yeah.
So Wack responds with his own little post. And his post says, rapper T.I. testifies in Ohio murder trial. And he added this caption. I've lost many comrades. Police show up, we give the opposite description. If the make us go to court, we plead the fifth. If they make us is what he meant. If they make us go to court, we plead the fifth. Meaning the right to remain silent. Direct statement, victim impact statement, and description, helping the law or district attorney by the laws of the streets is deemed to be one thing. Now, I was asked to let it go, but you fired a feeble shot like I'm a fan. Well, you said bring the reality, T.I. I'll let you fight this one on your own. So he's basically calling him a rat.
Yeah. Which is I hate when people fucking do that, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he didn't attack the guy personally.
Right.
He brought facts.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so why when you or whether it's losing the battle or you on the ropes,
Yeah.
why you got to use personal shit?
And he went even deeper and posted this excerpt from T.I.'s statement, I guess, or his appearance in court. Testifying for the prosecution, T.I. described seeing Johnson, whom he called his best and oldest friend, after their van pulled over. He said Johnson was lying lifeless, blood running down his face from a shot into his left temple. Johnson was an assistant to T.I., whose real name is Clifford Harris. And Wack added this caption along with that. You ain't big enough to change the rules. Retire. Stay out the street politics. And again, I'm not a rapper. I give no fucks. You better sit down, little guy. You ain't the only one with some money, Negro.
But this ain't street talk.
Yeah, so he basically posted what T.I. said after his best friend was shot and killed right next to him.
Yeah.
Dude is crazy, man.
Yeah, like this ain't even street talk.
Nah.
We talking about someone being a legend or not.
Right.
T.I. literally cut a snippet out of the dictionary and then explained himself.
Mm-hmm.
And now this guy is attacking him personally.
Yeah, talking about his friend that got murdered.
That's what I'm saying. Just like Cuddy said, classic case. It can't debate, so attack him personally.
Yep.
Like that's
Just trying to get him mad, trying to get a reaction out of him.
yeah. And that's just, it's a fucked up world, man. It's like part of our problem as a society is that we don't know how to have a discussion.
Yep.
We don't know how to have a fucking civil discussion.
Yeah.
And if we disagree, we can disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully both of us take something from it and we move on. But we can still leave disagreeing.
I think people take disagreements, not even disagreements, just me having a different opinion from yours. They take it as I'm calling them wrong.
Yeah.
And saying that I'm right, and that's not the case.
And especially with something like this where like I said, it's relative.
Mm-hmm.
There is really no right or wrong answer.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking relative. So why does it have to be personal? It's like, okay, you don't think that he's a legend. The reason that everybody's talking about what Wack said so much was the way that he said it.
The way he said it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was very ignorant. He was very rude. And instead of just having an opinion, like, no, I don't think he's a legend.
And it's crazy because he manages Game. Game's been on this whole Nipsey cock riding thing.
Yeah.
Wack executive produced Game's latest album, which has a Nipsey tribute on it. Nipsey's on the album. Like
Nipsey's on the card too.
Yeah, which is crazy.
yeah. What's up with that?
Yo, Game gotta chill the fuck out, man. Yo, what is up with the blue Lambo, bro?
I don't know, but when Nipsey passed, Offset, like his way of tributing Nipsey was to paint all his cars blue.
Right.
So I guess it's just the rapper thing to do.
I guess. I don't know.
I'm just gonna paint my car blue. Like I don't know. Game is just taking it to another level.
The Game get approved for that. Ain't your blood.
Yeah,
Ain't your
man.
blood. Did the Bloods allow Game to fucking do
I
this?
don't think they care at this point.
Game, get out of the blue car, man.
Yeah, I don't think they care, man. The R&B Bloods are tougher than the rap
up.
Bloods.
Word up.
Yeah.
But
Brown
shit, ain't
smack
nobody
the fuck-
stopping Brisk Breezy.
Yeah, Brisk Breezy will smack the fuck out of
Word up, the biggest blood. But we got more fuck shit to talk about, unfortunately. George Zimmerman, the former neighborhood watchman who was acquitted of killing 17-year-old Trayvon Martin 7 years ago, is suing the dead teenager's family and others who were involved in the racially charged case that divided the nation for $100 million. Zimmerman claims in a lawsuit filed by his lawyer, conservative nonprofit Judicial Watch founder Larry Klayman, that the case against him rested on false evidence and is alleging abuse of civil process and conspiracy. Specifically, the suit contends that the prosecutor's key witness against Zimmerman at his 2013 murder trial, Rachel Jean Tell, was an imposter and fake witness. Benjamin Crump, who was also named in the suit, is a lawyer for Martin's parents, Sabrina Fulton and Tracy Morton. He released a statement that dismissed the lawsuit as another failed attempt to defend the indefensible and a shameless attempt to profit off the lives and grief of others. The plaintiff continues to display a callous disregard for everyone but himself, re-victimizing individuals whose lives were shattered by his own misguided actions. The statement said he would have us believe that he is the innocent victim of a deep conspiracy, despite the complete lack of credible evidence to support his outlandish claims. This tale defiles all logic, and it's time to close the door on these baseless imaginings. Klayman also contends his client was defamed by Crump, who wrote about the case in a new book, Open Season, Legalized Genocide of Colored People. His publisher, HarperCollins, is also a defendant in the suit. HarperCollins did not immediately return a request for comment Wednesday. So we're going to give you all a little backstory. I'm pretty sure you guys all know. But Zimmerman's lawyers claimed he shot the teenager in self-defense after Martin jumped him and beat him up, which is kind of funny because a one-on-one fight where I'm from has never been considered a jump.
Yeah.
His acquittal sparked protests nationwide, but the Justice Department decided not to bring a civil rights case against Zimmerman. In the complaint, Klayman says Sanford police initially ruled that the fatal shooting was done in self-defense. A week later, Martin family attorney Benjamin Crump produced a recorded audio tape of Diamond Eugene, whom he said was Trayvon's 16-year-old girlfriend, was on the phone with Trayvon just before the altercation. Klayman alleges in the complaint, however, 2 weeks later, 18-year-old Rachel Jean Tell, the alleged imposter, appeared before prosecutors claiming to be Diamond Eugene, the 16-year-old girlfriend, and provided false statements to incriminate Zimmerman based on coaching from others. Klayman says there is newly discovered evidence in a recently published book and documentary by Joel Gilbert called The Trayvon Hoax, Unmasking the Witness Fraud That Divided America. Both contend Jean Tell was not Martin's girlfriend and had not been speaking on the phone with him during the time of the murder. The research also allegedly reveals that Trayvon's real girlfriend and legitimate phone witness was in fact Miami resident Brittany Diamond Eugene, who was switched out for Jean Tell when Eugene refused to bear witness against Zimmerman. So basically, the actual girlfriend and the actual witness was asked to appear in court and
she said no.
Be a witness, and she said no. The defense realized that this was a major part of the case, realized they needed somebody to fill this role, so they went and got the other young lady who we see
who bombed on fucking
and it makes,
on the stand.
It makes perfect sense in there.
She bombed.
Yeah.
Bad.
So, I mean, if y'all been following along with this, at the end of the day, it's looking like he has a great chance of winning this case.
Yeah, and it's crazy to me too when you think about it because, you know, it's a defamation of character case, but he won.
Yeah.
So how were you defamed and you won?
I mean, he did win the case. I'm pretty sure he received backlash from different communities and things like that. Not everybody was on his side, obviously. But
he got support from his community.
You
wouldn't believe.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean?
He got support from a lot of communities that I wouldn't expect to. After a lot of things were being, found out about the case. Even this information kind of makes me raise my eyebrows. It's like, damn, like we can't win no matter how we try.
And it's so crazy because it was one of those cases, and I followed this from start to finish.
Yeah,
I watched
you really
every
did,
fucking thing that went on with it. I remember to this day when the fucking
the day it happened.
When it happened, when the fucking the conviction came out, when the not guilty verdict came out. Like, I could have cried.
Yeah, I watched it.
I could have fucking cried.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like a layup. It should have been a layup.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Now you see why.
And I remember watching, I believe it was when I watched the Jay-Z documentary back. And now, have you seen that? What is it called? What's the documentary that Jay-Z did on Trayvon Martin?
Shit.
I forget the name.
I can't think of the name of it either off the top of my head.
But that really breaks down everything, and you get to kind of revisit it all the way over again. And and I was like, damn, I see how he got off. I see how he beat the case, because the defense, they fumbled that fucking bombed.
They fumbled. They saw a big case, a way to get some exposure. You see, the guy wrote a book about it. Like a week later.
He fucking bombed, and it was just like, it was so crazy. And I remember watching it and being able to watch the young lady that was on the stand, and just the unpreparedness of her, being like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. But now that would make sense, because she wasn't actually fucking there.
Nope.
Or on the phone,
allegedly.
So to speak. Right, allegedly. But that would make sense if
right.
Man, it's a cold world, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's a cold world.
Cuddy says, for him to be suing a family after killing their teenage son, that should be considered harassment.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, it's like, why is this?
I agree 100%.
It's just crazy.
And just like a year ago, he auctioned off the fucking pistol.
Yeah.
The murder weapon.
The murder weapon.
The murder weapon.
Not just a pistol.
That's what I'm saying. He fucking auctioned it off. Or I don't even know if he actually sold it, but
the actual
I remember seeing people wanted to buy it for like $2 million or something. You know what I mean? And just like, to go back to where, George said he was getting jumped. That's how America paints us. One 17-year-old black man against
a grown man,
30-year-old, or 28 at the time, I believe.
Right, with a pistol.
With a pistol.
Just the fact that he was conducting his own neighborhood watch.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous
and
to me.
And guess what? Most neighborhood watches don't require you to have a fucking pistol.
And they also don't require you to go outside. It's literally like...
Ever. You peek out the window.
Looking out.
Yeah, you peek out the window and you call the cops.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
You don't put on a uniform and go out.
Yeah, I mean, there was so many signs that this guy was clearly a racist. Yeah. There's hundreds of signs since it happened that he's clearly a racist.
Yeah.
And he got off with murder, and now he's going to potentially
make money off of this murder.
Be rich.
Yeah.
Kill and get rich.
And like I was telling Hood when we were eating breakfast, was like, Sabrina Fulton is, I forgot, I should have looked it up. I wasn't even thinking. She's running to be on some type of something, a government office.
Political
I forget what it is. Something political. And now at that time, she has to deal with this.
There's no way you're getting in there with this following you around.
So that's why it's like, all right, I see what's going on here. I see what the fuck's going on.
It's definitely something bigger that has yet to be revealed.
Because the power that she generated when Black America, I'm not going to say the community, when Black America stood behind them in this whole thing. Now we're going to put her in political office? Nah.
Yeah.
Get your ass out of there, Sabrina.
Word up.
Where's George?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seriously, though. That's how I feel. Like, where's George?
Yeah, we got to figure something out.
We got to get her out of here. Where's George?
For real. Shit is sad, man.
Yeah, it's just they allow us to get to a certain level.
Knock you right back down.
And then they cut our fucking legs from under us. All right, you can get right back up there. Get right back. Cut our legs from under us. Yeah, it's sad, man.
Yeah, but fuck George Zimmerman, man. I don't even know, like, how this dude is still breathing.
That's what I was saying. I was like, man, how does he? I ain't trying to
talk like that.
I ain't trying to promote no type of violence or anything. But man, you got to be fucking kidding.
It's just ridiculous.
And plus, there's other things. If you look deeper into George Zimmerman prior to and post murdering Trayvon Martin, he has all types of domestic violence cases. The dude is a fucking whack job. You know what I mean? And but that's how the world works, man.
But Oprah Winfrey.
Oh yeah, Oprah.
So
the big O.
The big O. Y'all see Kid Rock said fuck Oprah for no reason.
Yo, kid, chill out.
Relax, man.
Chill out. Ball with to ball.
Yeah, like what is that? then he was pissed because he had to shut his restaurant down in Detroit. He was like, yeah, after I pumped all those millions into Detroit. I'm like, bro, where did they go? But anyway, Oprah's releasing a documentary on Drew Dixon, the woman accusing mogul Russell Simmons of rape. The documentary will premiere at a film festival in January 2020. Dixon first revealed her story back in 2017 to the New York Times. She claims the rape took place in 1995 at Simmons' apartment in Manhattan. This is where it gets nasty. Dixon is one of 17 women accusing Russell Simmons. Although the others will be mentioned, Dixon will be the focal point of the documentary. Also mentioned in the documentary is L.A. Reid. The legendary music producer is also accused of sexually assaulting Dixon after she left Epic Records. Reid asked Dixon to come lay on the bed with me. He also asked her for a hug as well as many other advances. Come lay on the bed with me.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy as
says
fuck,
What?
man.
Who lays on the bed and then asks, hey,
Do you want to come?
you want to join? Fuck out of here. He told
Yo, L.A. Reid gotta fucking chill, bro.
he said Kid Rock told Oprah to suck a dick sideways. Jesus Christ.
Yo, kid, ball with the ball gotta chill the fuck out, man.
What is up with yo? That is nuts.
Kid Rock gotta chill.
So one accuser claims Simmons raped her after threatening to molest her young son.
What the
So basically he
fuck?
said, give me some or I'm going to take it from your son, which is absolutely ridiculous.
That's fucking wild, man.
Another claims Simmons pushed her up against the wall and attempted to grope her. He only stopped after she said no 7 to 10 times. It's a lot of no's.
That is a lot of no's. These dudes gotta chill, man.
Yeah,
What's up with Russell Simmons, man?
It's
That nigga was
power,
on coke.
man. It's power,
I
man.
definitely did hear that.
Yeah.
Remember that came out and they
Yeah.
brushed that under the rug
Coke
too?
makes you rape?
Apparently,
Makes you aggressive.
I mean, he is like some kind of yoga instructor or something. You probably get high and see him doing all those different contortions with the body, and they're like, oh shit.
You ever seen that movie Couples Retreat or whatever? With the
Yeah,
guy?
like boom. Russell, boom. With his lisp, boom.
Yo,
But
Russell
like,
gotta chill.
He married Kimura at like 13. Like,
Yeah, word up.
he-
He definitely gives off creepy vibes. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
another one of those guys. He's fully bald with no fucking facial hair.
Yeah, right,
You,
right.
Like that's all. That's the fucking telltale
Right.
right there. If you
One
can be
of
fully
those-
bald with no facial hair,
Men with power are just nasty.
yeah, man.
Like,
But you
yo.
know what? It's so crazy. It's literally the way that the world has always been.
Yeah.
Men with power have always taken whatever they want,
Word.
whenever they want, however they want.
Right.
So it's like the world is just getting to a point now to where they're trying to slow it down.
Right.
You can't stop it.
Nah. Sadly. And the crazy thing is, you definitely can't stop it when you have people afraid to say things or,
Right.
or they're holding this career that they hope to have over your head.
And you know, and you see the world, you see what's happening in the world because they are literally trying to cut the snake's head off.
Word.
They going for the Russell Simmons. They going for the Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
They
big
going
names.
for the
Right.
They trying to get the
Jeffrey
cash.
Word.
Epstein.
That big bag.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but they trying to set an example. But dirty old men with money are exactly that. Dirty old men with money. There's nothing that you're going to do to stop them.
Word up.
You catch one of them, what are they going to do? They're going to put a hit on him. And next thing you know, he's hanging from the fucking rafters in prison.
Well,
Yeah.
Or you got to take into consideration how many times they've approached these women and got off with it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
That's what
some women's probably down with it. Like, hey
Yeah.
man, LA, I'm trying to cut this record. He like, come lay down with me first.
Right. Yep. Yeah, come lay down and especially in 95.
When it was like super hard to get discovered.
What?
Like now you can just get on YouTube and do a cover
Right.
and you'll blow
Yeah.
up. Like back then you had to sell units.
Yeah, word up.
Oh man, yo, them dudes are nasty.
Yeah, man.
I just wish Oprah would have this same energy for like the other people.
Yeah, what's the
White
guy?
people.
What's the guy that looks like with the fucking craters in his face? That he was a movie producer, I think.
Oh man, Weinstein.
Weinstein.
Yeah,
His
like,
fucking name is Weinstein.
yeah, like come on, that's close to Wiener.
He looks and sounds like he rapes.
Yeah,
Not that it's funny.
Weinstein.
It's not funny,
you know,
but
we're sensitive to these subjects, but we do have to add
but what we're saying is Oprah, yes.
You gotta have the same energy, man. You can't just keep yanking all the black entertainers out the pot. Mm-hmm. You know, already killed Mike. He been dead 10 years.
Right.
Like, I don't know what's up with Oprah.
Dang, it's been 10 years?
I don't know if it's been that long.
Nah, I feel like Mike has been.
I feel like it's been a while. Though,
I think it's been 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm terrible.
Or damn
with
close.
that.
Or damn close.
It's been long enough. The fact that we don't have to keep digging him up and accusing him of shit.
Right. They made
like,
a whole brand new fucking special.
Yeah, like with 2 new guys. Like,
where did these people come from?
Yeah, they want to keep reliving this type of shit. Like let the dead be dead. Like this R. Kelly situation. Yeah, they're saying, "Oh, hey, we just found out R. Kelly bought Aaliyah a fake ID."
As if we didn't know that they lied.
I'm like, yo, Aaliyah's 40 now.
Right.
Like, relax.
We know that they lied. Like, it's not new knowledge that they lied to get her married.
And the crazy thing is, y'all knew this nigga was nasty then.
He been nasty.
Yeah, like
all the songs
man.
say so.
Yeah, seriously, like it's been that way.
I'm glad I've been able to stay away because there's some hits. There's some hits that I
man.
But I won't listen to them. I won't do it, man.
That should have come on the radio, and I'm like, damn, R. Kelly had some. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Gotta hurry up and turn it off.
That shit give me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I was watching Kenzie's story one day, and she's like, I don't care what nobody say. R. Kelly got joints, and I'm looking at it like, you're nasty. What are you doing?
R. Kelly.
Yeah. Like, no.
Word up. Yeah,
nasty, man.
I can't do it, man. That shit give me fucking skeeves me out, man.
It's crazy. Then I'm like 10 years older than my girl. I'm talking about R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is. But yeah.
And then 9 to 10 years, Cuddy said.
These nasty niggas got
Yo, Harvey got 80 accused acquisitions.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
But he's a dirty man. He looks like a fucking dirty man.
Yeah,
that's crazy though. How do you get to 80?
You gotta have money so you have power.
How do you get to 80? Like
somebody talking about your laughter. She said she don't even listen to his music no more. I hope not. It just don't feel the same. Like
it don't.
You can't listen to that and like,
especially when and I didn't see the video, but the guy read the transcript, and I heard him reading the transcript. The 14-year-old vagina that he decided to repeat over and over and over.
Yeah, they said he mentioned it like 100 times.
Like, that is disgusting.
Yeah, like,
and that is all through his music.
And referred to it as the 14-year-old.
Yeah, like
yo,
what
bro.
are you doing?
Nasty,
but that's all through his music. That's what he is talking about in his entire catalog.
Yeah. I always think about his recording process when he said he just had like 10 girls in 10 different rooms with
he
the
would just
lights
go
out.
in and knock one off and then come back.
And get inspired.
Yeah, and come back. Of course. That is disgusting.
Like, yo, this nigga is crazy.
Man.
We was me and Kenz was listening to Bobby Valentino last night. You know, he had the transvestite got allegations.
Oh yeah.
He was dealing with a transvestite, and the song that we were listening to was "Slow Down."
Yeah,
I just but don't turn around. That Pretty Brown thing looks good to me. I'm like, Bobby was singing about ass the whole time.
He was singing about the round brown.
Yo, I said, how did we not get this?
And don't turn around because I don't want to see the meat hanging.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I just want to see that brown
Bobby's
thing.
a nasty man.
Yeah, I'm like, it's crazy how these people be trying to tell us through the music. We just don't listen.
And that's the thing is what music has always been a form of expression. People literally go to music to tell the world how they feel, what they're thinking.
Every time you play an NBA YoungBoy song, he's telling you how his dick is burning.
Right.
He's got herpes and shit.
That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck?
People literally use music for expression, and they tell us stuff. We just got to read between the lines sometimes.
He just dropped another song. This time he's blaming it on somebody else.
Right.
Like, yo, dude, man. If you got it, you got it.
Yeah, you got to chill the fuck
just
out.
Just relax. Man. Yeah, I don't know.
Put some ice on that thing, man. The fuck?
Herpes is the one you can't get rid of.
Oh,
right?
yeah, he's stuck.
Yeah, he's stuck with that shit. You gotta have like you have outbreaks.
Yeah, you gotta control that shit.
I wonder how that shit works. Like, I can't perform today. Like, what's going on?
I have a headache.
That's a code word. Like, it's the herpes, man.
Yeah,
The herpes.
that's hilarious.
Do we got any more seriousness? Oh, fuck. We do got some seriousness. Anybody Uber? You guys Uber? Have you ever Uber before?
I've Ubered plenty of times.
Yeah, I've
I
Ubered
Uber
before.
people at work.
I've Ubered before. So this week, for some reason, it's been the week of numbers. Everybody's
Everybody's getting the numbers
just
out this week. Yeah.
throwing numbers out. All of us are Apple users.
Yep.
We just had to sit back and watch these Spotify fuckers
Yeah, them
throw
fucking
their numbers in
assholes.
our faces.
All in our fucking
I'm like,
faces.
damn, Apple, what y'all niggas doing?
Yeah, what is Apple doing? What are y'all waiting
Like,
for?
fuck y'all waiting on. So yeah, apparently Uber has been throwing their numbers around too.
Yeah, I seen this. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so the Uber safety reports. So Uber releases the safety incident report, and it states from 2017 until now, Uber was responsible for over 2 billion United States rides. That means every 45 seconds, someone is getting into an Uber.
Right.
Which is
That's
utterly
crazy.
ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Every 45 seconds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In those 2 billion rides, Uber received 5,981 reports of sexual assault. Among those, 464 were rape. 19 murders were caused by physical assault in those 2 years. But we are going to go back to those rape numbers.
Yeah.
Of the 464 reported rapes, 92% of the victims were riders, 7% drivers, 1% were
Niggas is getting
the,
in the Uber to rape.
yes.
Yo.
The 1% was the gender minority. So
right.
for politically correct.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves what did I say? 92% were riders, 7% drivers.
Right.
Out of 464 rapes, police assisted and responded to only 37%.
Wow.
That means 300 rapes went unreported to authorities. At
Right.
least 300.
So they reported it on the Uber app or to Uber, and nothing happened.
Nothing happened. So yeah, and by the way, Uber didn't tell me those numbers. I had to do some digging and find out myself. So yeah, that little bit of information raised some eyebrows of 37%. So that if hundreds of rape cases went unreported to police, how many rapes were unreported altogether?
Right. Exactly.
Where neither Uber nor the police were informed.
Right.
Studies also show that offenders who have raped without consequence are more likely to commit the crime again.
Absolutely.
Furthermore, any incidents involving sexual assault, if reported, would result in the driver being fired, obviously, but Uber leaves the decision of going to the police up to the victim. Uber doesn't send their findings to their competitors, which could result in those companies rehiring a rapist. Uber has released statements claiming they are adding new precautions daily to ensure the safety of their drivers and riders, although it's been discovered that Uber prevents its special investigation unit from sharing vital felony information with the authorities, which in turn allows dangerous people to work among us and to work. Let me repeat that. Although it's been discovered that Uber prevents its special investigation unit from sharing vital information with the authorities, which in turn allows dangerous people to work among us unbeknownst to us. So in other words, if somebody rapes someone while working for Uber and it doesn't go reported, the Uber special investigators find out that one of their drivers did rape someone. They just fire the driver. They don't
report it to nobody. Don't
report
put
to
him on a
anybody.
list or nothing.
They don't even say why they fired him. They just fire him, so he could easily go to Lyft
And rape again.
thing. Right. So basically, I don't know how many listeners use Ubers, but this is probably something y'all guys need to fucking pay attention to.
Yeah.
92% of the riders are being raped.
Yeah.
92. No, I said that wrong.
Yeah.
I was about to say, everybody got raped in there.
Everybody
Damn, they just raped.
92% of the rape victims were riders.
Right.
So that means
You gotta be
picked
vigilant.
up.
Yeah.
Right. You
Yeah.
got picked up and was raped, possibly by a driver.
And that's it's almost like, and I don't know if it's more accessible numbers or if it's more because of the social media era is something that's talked about more, But man, it's like we fucking live in rape culture.
Yeah, literally.
Like we live in rape culture. Like people think that it's just okay
to take it.
To just take it. Mm-hmm. Like, can you imagine being a young lady? You out at the club and you should never ride Uber by yourself if you leaving the club in the middle of the fucking morning. And then the driver just leans over the seat like, where are you going?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like just imagine. And it's scary, man. It's scary. 5,000 cases of sexual assault to some extent.
Almost 6,000. It was 5,900.
Reported.
Which
means that it's probably closer to 20,000.
Easily.
If not, and that really depends on what you consider sexual assault.
The sexual assault was unwanted kissing, touching, feeling, groping.
Yo, motherfuckers is crazy, man.
I can't even imagine just getting in the car thinking you about to take me somewhere and you like reaching over the back.
That's what I mean.
Rub my thigh or something.
What the heck? What do you got? Stop, park, and get in the back seat? Or are you hopping over the seat while you driving?
Right. What do you do?
There's got to be a technique to it.
But they, and I've been hearing some things. Obviously, not only do we live in rape culture, we live in abduction culture at this point. Like the world is getting crazy, man. It's scary. But they were saying like they have special lock systems and shit on their cars, so where once they hit the lock,
it's over.
Nothing you can do. You know what I mean? You're stuck in there.
Child lock.
So they drive you exactly. They drive you somewhere and do what they got to do, and then they let you the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's scary though. I seen a picture, and I don't know how real it was, but there was a car, and it literally had padlocks on every door.
Oh, I did see that picture. Yeah,
yo, how are the police letting this guy drive around? He's clearly trying to kidnap somebody.
I saw that
too. He didn't put master locks on his car for no reason.
Word up. I did see that.
Like, yo, at what point do things like that, and people are getting better, see something, say something, but we ain't doing it enough, man.
Uber has to introduce like a driver curfew or something.
Yeah.
Like after a certain amount of time, like the app shuts down, you can't order rides, you can't look for rides or something. Like they have to come up with something eventually.
Yeah, if they do that, then they're gonna miss out on money.
Yeah, but and then the thing is, and it's all money driven. Part of the reason that they aren't reporting things the proper way is because of money. They don't want to drive. They don't want to drive their business down. And what sucks about Uber, a large portion of their money comes from people that are in vulnerable states.
True. Getting
rides after the bar and after the club and after things like that when they're impaired.
Yeah, we did it.
That's what I'm saying. So that's a large majority of their revenue.
Yeah.
So they're not going to do anything to compromise that.
Yeah.
Which
that'll be a big chunk of their money.
Yeah, it just goes.
I ain't think about that.
Right? Nah, they think they're not going to do that because it's too much of their business. People just like, all right, we're going. We stay in the hotel tonight. We're going to Uber there and we're going to Uber back. So now you losing out on the double Uber.
2 rides.
You know what I mean? So, but they got to come up with something, some type of system. What did it say? They're working on placing cameras in the cars. Yeah, that's something. But at the same time, there are people who rape who don't necessarily think about what's next. So they'll just cover the camera at that time. They're only thinking about that moment.
Yeah, I don't think nobody's thinking at that point.
No, how could you be?
Right, you worried about getting your rocks.
Yeah. But I know I was hearing something about, and I don't know if it was Uber or Lyft. It may have been both of them. But where as soon as the driver deviates off of their route, then they get the police or whoever gets an alert.
Oh, okay.
Driver off course or whatever.
Right.
But that don't necessarily stop a lot of it because you can be raped right on the route that you're supposed to be on.
Yeah, I could
pull over to the side of the road, like
still on the route.
Yeah. So it's scary though, man. Ladies, especially, be careful if you're Ubering. Try to avoid Ubering by yourself. It's not worth it. Right. Take a friend, especially if you're fucking drinking and whatever. Like, it ain't worth it.
About to go back to taxis.
Word up. Taxi sitting like, yeah, motherfucker.
Yo, remember when we were in D.C., the taxis just didn't have shit to do.
It was just chilling, bro. It was just feet up on the fucking dashboard.
It was just a line of probably about 20 to 30 of them just all in a row, just with nothing to do. It was sad, man.
And what's crazy to me is, and I just don't understand how people don't kind of think is like, all right, if you're a taxi company, let's just say you have 20 taxis.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just dissolve the taxi company, paint the cars so they're not yellow anymore, and fucking put Uber fucking stickers in the window.
Something.
And let's make our money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're literally just, the company is literally just driving up because Uber is just dominating the market.
Yep.
So it's like, what do? You just wait around for your fucking...
It's crazy because me and Kenzie was at Wawa last week, and they have those red taxis in DC. So I was one in the parking lot, and I'm looking. I'm like, man, I seen that taxi before.
Yeah.
So Kenzie was like, man, I ain't seen a taxi in years. So I'm like, man, I don't know. So we actually ended up parking next to it. And when I walked by, I looked at the tag, and I'm like, yeah, it's from DC. I know I seen it somewhere before. Right. And then we look inside, and the dude is gone.
Sleep.
Stretched.
He got nothing to do.
I'm like, this how it was in DC. I'm like, everybody was in their car asleep. They just didn't have shit to do.
And the thing, one of the things is sometimes you can get taxis to do a longer distance than a Uber. So like if you need to like really go somewhere, then a taxi is probably the route because most people Uber in a certain vicinity of where they live. So
I've never been in a taxi.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah, I've never been.
I don't think I have either.
Every time train.
Yeah, every time I've been in New York, I rode the train. So I don't think I'll ever try to catch a taxi in New York.
Oh no!
You're just gonna be stuck in traffic.
Yeah, you just walking.
Just paying to sit around with this nigga.
Yeah, you exactly. you huff it and then you just hit the train.
Hell yeah, that's what everybody do. Mm-hmm. But talk about the D.Wade family photo. So Wade posted a photo of him, his wife, daughter, and son. In the photo, Wade's son is seen wearing nails, and the internet reacts. Have you seen the photo?
No.
I seen it.
Show the photo. Large it up so you can. Oh, he's also got on a crop top.
Yeah, little belly button out.
What is wrong with my boy?
He's
12.
Yeah, he's 10 or 11, something. He's
a preteen. I know he's not a teenager yet.
Well, J-Ro, he identifies as a young girl.
Yeah, he's a girl.
That's not the oldest, right?
That's the middle
one.
That's the middle. The middle one.
So his father, is embracing it, obviously. The internet isn't feeling it. Larry Johnson, former NFL running back, took to Twitter to express his feelings on the photo.
What did Larry have to say?
Larry says, I didn't see what the issue with Wade's family photo was all about. His Twitter avi is him symbolically standing with his hands in a pyramid. Freemasons believe in sacrificing a child or their child to the doctrines of demons, doing what he's told for worldly wealth. So I went to Wade's Twitter. He's definitely making a triangle on the picture. Doesn't mean anything. But my thing is, I saw a lot of people on Facebook giving Wade a hard time about this.
Yeah.
Basically saying, why would a father allow his son to, wear nails, crop tops, things like that?
What do you do?
Yeah.
What do? Do you stop loving your kid? It's like, I really like, and I'm not going to sit here and act like it wouldn't be hard, like it wouldn't be a challenge.
Right.
But what do you fucking do?
Yeah. I don't even know if it would be a challenge.
I don't know either because
I love my kids.
That's what I'm saying. Like people are so crazy. They're like, oh, how could you let him do that? I mean,
he's not having sex. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's just expressing himself.
That's what I'm saying. And maybe he just in a space where he's not really sure.
Right.
If you don't give your children the opportunity to be free, then they're going to end up being something that's not who they are.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I never understood people that kind of, want their kids to wear certain clothes and wear certain sneakers and let them be fucking children.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like we dress our kids the way we would dress ourselves.
Right.
like this thing got on True Religion.
That's what I mean. He don't care nothing about that.
Don't know nothing about
Nor does he understand the responsibility that comes with having those type of clothes.
Fuck no. Because he's going right for the pile of leaves.
That's what I'm saying. So like, we and we don't even do it for the kids because the kids don't fucking care.
They don't give a fuck.
We do it for other people who also really don't fucking care.
They don't care either.
You know what I mean? Like, And I don't get it, man. People do so many things just for people not to talk about them, but those people gonna fucking talk about you anyway.
I just don't get it. Like, my dad wasn't too prominent in my life. He was there for certain things, and for certain things he wasn't.
Right.
But I just feel like
Wade's doing what he's supposed to do.
and I don't understand why anybody would have anything to say about how anyone parents their fucking children. Number one.
Exactly.
Number two, a lot of the people that I've seen saying things have children with men that don't do anything for those kids, or they don't even know their own fucking fathers.
Exactly.
So I'm like, this man, he's a black man,
and he's there.
He's being in the home with the children, something a lot of us didn't have. You know what I mean? Like, let that man do what he do. Mm-hmm. He's raising his kid. His kid is happy. Your kid probably can't even come to you with shit.
That's what I'm saying.
His kid loves him.
That's what I'm saying. And look how happy they are.
Yeah,
what is it, 5 of them?
4 of them.
Well,
the brother was probably doing some
playing basketball.
shit.
Yeah, but it's 5 of them. Look how happy they are. They're always smiling. They're always having a good time.
They look real fucking happy.
They're building businesses and brands.
Yeah.
And Wade's probably selling more sneakers than fucking anybody in China.
Oh, easy.
He ain't worried about y'all.
Easily.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, why is it so much our business that we gotta tear him down? He just living.
Right.
He living.
People just like to say something about other people.
Yeah, and nowadays too, it's just so much to get a reaction, to get a response, to make yourself
They don't even really
relevant.
have deep-rooted feelings with the issue at hand.
Yeah, they just want to say something.
Yeah, just want to be in the
literally
mix.
just want to say something.
Mm-hmm. Just want to be in the
which
mix.
is, it's the world we live in, man.
Yeah. Oh, we got to talk about the Beebs. Now that we got all the serious stuff out the way. The Beebs. Damn, we almost an hour in.
Yeah.
So
Quick
Justin
ass
Bieber joins the fight against racism by sharing this post on Instagram. And it reads, "When I was young, I was uneducated and found myself saying really hurtful things, not knowing the power of my words. Racism is still very prevalent, and I want to use my voice to remind we are all human beings and of all equal value before God." Why is Justin Bieber using his voice to tell us about racism?
Yo, the Biebs.
Did you ever see the video of him back in the day?
When he broke down in the hood?
No.
I think I did see that one. I think I did see that one.
That one gave him some points.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one when he was making a joke about black people.
Oh, no.
I don't think I seen that one.
Never seen that
I don't
one?
think I seen it. Nah.
All right, so Justin Bieber, he was a kid. This is like either before he blew up or during the time he was blowing up. So he's recorded on video, and he says, "Yo, you know why black people are scared of chainsaws?"
Yeah.
So the guy says, "Nah." So he says, "Run, nigga, 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 nigga." Run, nigga, 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 nigga.
Yo, Justin Bieber gotta chill the fuck out,
But it
man.
sounds like a chainsaw.
He's not necessarily wrong. And I remember going to the haunted houses.
Yeah.
The chainsaw man scared the fuck
If we
out
ran, we hauled ass.
We ran like a motherfucker. Yo, that is crazy.
But yeah, so that after he posted this on Instagram about racism, people have brought that video back up. So now that's back circulating around the internet and shit.
Yeah.
But probably sound funny saying this. I don't personally have a problem when black people say nigger. Nigger, ER, if you're using it in a fucking racial slur, then I have no choice but to be offended.
Yeah.
But I mean, just hearing people say it like...
Yeah, like, and I mean...
I say it.
Right. I say it, and where I grew up was 95% white people.
Right.
And we use the word normally. And it wasn't offensive. There's been times in my life also where those same 95% of people used it towards me, in a negative way.
Right.
But in normal conversation with my friends who were white, I never took offense to it.
Word.
You know what I mean?
I have a white friend to this day who, when he shakes my hand, he says, "What's up, my nigga?"
Right.
He grew up on Pittman Street in Pennsgrove.
Yeah.
I feel like he can say that.
Right.
You know
Word
what I mean?
up.
He grew up around black kids. He doesn't even have white friends.
Yeah.
I understand. It's I don't know. It's funny. I feel like if we use it so much and then we turn around like, oh yeah, but y'all can't say it.
Right. And the thing is too, and what I always thought, I wasn't old enough or around when I thought that us using the word nigga in the way that we use it to kind of represent like a brother or someone that you can relate to was us attempting to take the power out of the word.
That's what I was taught too. That's
so why would we try to curb it if our goal was to remove the power?
Exactly. That's why I'd be like,
by only allowing us to use it and telling them that they can't, that still gives the word just as much power.
That's my point. That's what I was trying to say.
Which is
word up. But yeah, my friends still give me flack for that. My older black friends. When we had that conversation, I'm like, yo, y'all say it, so
right.
What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, and so many words, even other.
We give the words power.
We give the words power.
Word up. Like whoever sat down and said, you know what, shit, fuck, ass, bitch. Is curses.
Right.
Like, who the fuck said that? You know what I mean? Like I
don't get it.
That.
I don't get it.
Like who sat down and was like, these are the bad words.
They're just words.
Yeah, it's just words, man. I understand it's how you use them, but I don't know, man.
It's just like boomer now. Like boomer was what the baby boomers were called.
Right. Yeah, they call them baby boomers. Now you call a 55-year-old man a boomer now.
He gets triggered.
He want to fight you.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
chill the fuck out.
You didn't say crack boomer, nigga. Like,
like, I don't get it, but that literally is just we give those words power, and I don't even know why. I don't
just
understand
like in our
it.
community when we say old head.
Right.
They look at us like we're being disrespectful. Like, no, nigga, I want to be an old
right,
head.
Yeah, I want to make it to where you are.
I want to make it to old head.
You have a status that is admired.
Word.
Appreciate that I'm calling you old head.
I'm not calling you old crackhead,
right.
Nigga. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Calling you old head because you're older and you have a head. Like, relax.
It's crazy though, man. I just feel like a lot of times, and it's not 100% of people.
Yeah, I did see that. He said the Bieber voice.
Yeah, but I feel like so many people just are always looking for something to fucking complain about.
Yeah.
Looking for something to bitch about.
I feel like it's more so our people, though.
Yeah.
White people just chilling.
Yeah, I mean, they winning.
I mean, they're not chilling. Y'all doing some shit, too.
Yeah, they doing some shit.
And like I said, I'm half white, so I can always speak on both sides, which is a great thing that I'm allowed to do.
Yeah, but you know, and I always say this. I always say we give so much power to problems that we don't ever fucking leave time for solutions.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like people literally give so much fucking time to the problem that they never stop and be like, all right, well, if I did this, and this.
You said to me maybe 2 months ago, there's no such thing as problems, only solutions. Yep. And I swear I just been using that saying ever since.
Yeah, and it's crazy because and it was something that a manager that I had previously said to me probably 10 years ago, and I used it in my management style because my expectation is when I have people that work for me is if something goes wrong, which you consider a problem, you can bring it to me, but you better tell me what the fuck you're going to do about it. Don't just come and tell. All right, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's not. Yeah,
you got it, boss.
That's not how it works. You come, you tell me what's wrong, and then you tell me what you're going to do to change it, or what we can do to change it, and then I'll tell you if it's right, wrong, and we'll move on. But don't just come and say, "Oh, this and this is broke." Right. All right, well, what are we going to do about it? You know what I mean? So that's what solutions. There are no problems.
There are no problems. But fucking Justin Bieber, man.
Yeah,
I like you, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber got to chill out. But I think Justin was just in those spaces, man. And I get it when you're a celebrity and you've been a megastar, when the fame dies down a little bit, you got to think of something.
I don't even know if the Bieber's fame died. I think he just...
I don't really hear nobody talking about the Bieber though.
He don't feel like making music.
Yeah, and I mean maybe he's in a depressed state. We don't know where he's at mentally.
I think he's happy. He's like more spiritual these days.
Yeah.
He keeps posting weird pictures with his pastor.
And look, because I think we always we tend to gear towards the negative side of what people are doing. Maybe he literally just wants to help change the narrative.
Yeah.
Maybe he went about it the wrong way. Maybe he forgot that he had the old running nigga video.
Like, what you thought they weren't gonna bring that up? Like, this is the internet.
You know what I mean? So
niggas is digging up tweets from 2009.
Yeah.
Word up. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, maybe he really wants to do something positive. I don't know what that is, but
Yeah, I don't know, Beebs. Just use your voice to sing. Don't
yeah,
speak
sing,
on
man.
racism.
Yeah. You ain't the one.
You had years to do that. We got some new music. I didn't listen to any of this. I'm just bringing the listeners up to speed. Roddy Ricch drops his new album. I did listen to some of that. It was what you would expect from Roddy Ricch. Fat Joe and Dre drop an album. Max B drops an EP from prison. Don't ask me how.
Yo, when Max coming home?
You know how it is when these niggas, the rap niggas, go to jail. It's like
Yeah.
every year they're coming out.
Yeah,
with,
it's like, all right.
oh, it's looking up for the guard.
Yeah.
Appeal 743 just went through. They gonna get that time back.
Never know when he's coming home.
Yeah, I don't know, but apparently soon. But speaking of Max B, French Montana dropped his album as well.
Oh, French dropped yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not that I'm looking for it, but
Yeah.
I had to dial that back a little bit. I sounded excited.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think French might be like top 3 worst rappers ever.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm not looking for French.
Top 3 is
Tiger.
Tiger. I think Tiger might have jumped the list a little bit.
I mean,
J-Ro.
yeah, he's doing better
He had a
now.
little.
Yeah.
He's still ass though.
Yeah, he's still ass cheeks, but better. Yeah.
He got that shit up. That shit saved his life. Did you hear the Macarena one though?
Nah.
He remade Macarena.
No, he didn't.
I swear to God, hey Macarena.
Nah, this nigga gotta be
It's
bored.
like, hey Macarena. And then he comes with his usual Tiger bars. Jump in the back, jumped in the front. Like,
There's no way they got that banging in the club
I swear
right
to
now.
God, he remade the Macarena. We gonna listen to
The Macarena was the shit though.
But yeah, French has to be the worst rapper ever.
Yeah, I'm not looking for French.
He has a song called What It Look Like.
Sounds like a French record.
Yeah.
But you know how you go on Apple Music and you see like songs that are up high and shit. So I'm like, oh, well, this must be one of the better songs on the album. Let me take a listen. So I listened to it and it was like, got the coke, what it look like. Jumped off the boat, what it look like. Shorty got a fat ass, what it look like. I'm like, yo, is this nigga serious, right? He said what it
He's
looked like,
dead
like
serious.
37 times.
He's dead serious.
So I have a little bit of his rhyme. Verse 1. Coke boy, put you on a broke diet. Ass fat, you can hide from the feds behind it.
What? Yo, French gotta chill, bro.
Brown bag, take her bottom and the top downer.
What?
I don't know what that means.
Take her bottom
And the top downer. I don't know what that means. Bad bitch looking for a rich ass nigga. I'ma pull up to the club with that big bag, nigga.
Ooh.
We ain't really with that chit chat, nigga.
Ooh.
I'ma break her off like a Kit Kat,
Oh.
nigga.
Oh my god.
Sauce on the pimp. I'm a Big Mac, nigga. Like, come on, man. Yo, I'm listening to the song like, yo, this nigga for real.
These are high school bars.
Yeah, yo, I'm like, yo, is this nigga for real?
Somebody
right now?
let him fucking put that out.
He said he was gonna break her off like a Kit Kat.
That's
That is like the most cliche bar after the break her off line.
that is crazy.
Or you know, niggas having to click that ain't with the chit chat.
Yeah.
We've been saying that since
Yeah,
like 1990.
I ain't with that chit chat,
Yeah, my
nigga.
click ain't with the chit chat. Like, what? Come on,
French
man.
got chill the fuck
Yo,
out.
he
bro.
is fucking terrible, man. Then he had to, what was he in the hospital before the album dropped?
Yeah.
And ICU.
Yeah.
Then you're in ICU when you drop a 18 tracks album.
Promotion.
Like, come on, man.
promotion.
The
I
sympathy
hate
album.
these niggas.
Yeah, the Sympathy album is
I really
crazy.
hate these niggas,
The Sympathy
man.
album is crazy, bro.
The Sympathy album. That is hilarious. But people got chill, man.
Yeah, that's what they be doing.
But I did listen to one Fat Joe song. It featured Dre, Eminem, and Mary J. Blige. So in this record, Eminem decides he wants to diss Nick Cannon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Again, right?
Again. So here's Eminem's bars. I'm sitting here reminiscing. Think I just got a light bulb. Something I like to mention. This is just on a side note. That doesn't rhyme at all.
No,
Eminem.
not even close.
Word to the Terror Squad, Joe. This is all puns aside, though. I know me and Mariah didn't end on a high note, but the other dude's whipped. That pussy got him neutered. Tried to tell him this chick's a nut job before he got his jewels clipped. Almost got my caboose kicked. Fool, quit. You not gonna do shit. I let her chop my balls off too before I lost to you, Nick. I should quit watching news clips. My balls are too big. I should be taking pool because I got scratched so my pocket won't fall when I'm taking shots at you. Like, what are you talking about, Eminem?
Yo, M gotta chill.
Why is he still dissing Nick Cannon, number one? Why is he still talking about Mariah Carey, number two?
Mariah Carey must got that motherfucking
Oh, I know she do because she crazy.
Back, bro.
Yeah, I know she do because she crazy.
Because this shit, he been talking about Mariah for like 12 fucking years, bro.
Yo, Nick Cannon responded though.
Oh, with a rap or just a...
Oh, no. Oh, no, that's the thing though. He wants to rap. He wants to battle. And he said, set it up.
I keep hearing this. Is
Nick
he
said,
insane?
set it up.
Is he
right.
insane?
He said, set it up.
You gonna bring him to Wild now?
Yeah.
No, he's dead ass. He wants to though. That's what he said.
I did see that.
So Nick said, maybe we should change his name from Eminem to Percocet. Yeah, what?
Nick gotta chill the fuck out.
Chill. So he said, what's the pill that the old people use? We should change it to that. Oh yeah, Cialis. Let's call it Cialis. Ain't that for like
that's for erectile
dysfunction? So he basically throwing shots on him being a pill head, but you know, apparently he's made it past that stage in his life.
And that's one of the things that I never understood. For one, Eminem told us this was how he lived since 8 Mile.
Right.
You can't throw shots at him that he already has talked about.
Right.
I'm about to tell you everything you can say about me.
Right, and that's been his
That's
thing.
been his thing. That's been his thing. There's nothing you can say about me because I'm not embarrassed by it. I've already told the world, and he's been talking about the fucking pill thing for 10 years. Yeah. You can't bring up the pill thing.
He's not afraid.
Yeah. Whether he passed the pills or not, you can't bring him up.
I hated him during that time. Everybody.
Yeah, him was tripping,
Yo,
bro.
what are you doing?
Him was tripping, bro. I just wish he would just rap.
Yeah. But shit, even then, I don't know, man. He just doesn't make songs that I enjoy. But he can rap his ass.
I think Eminem was always much better. I mean, his top 3 verses for me are not on his own songs.
Yeah, right. Same for me.
It's the Renegade.
But he was like with classic rappers.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he fucking body J on Renegade
easily.
He
rest in peace, Big.
Yeah, rest in peace, Big. But he gave Big that fucking work.
Up there, down there.
Yeah, but
he got you.
He Eminem level the devil worship horse. He fucking ate that track, bro.
Maybe want to worship some devils.
Word
out there.
Word up, bro. And then I mean, he a couple of the 50 Cent tracks on Get Rich or Die Trying. He bodied the verses on. You know what I mean?
Batman.
Yeah.
He was killing that shit.
Yeah, I mean but there ain't really. I mean, I got Eminem songs that I really like because I was a fan, but not these killer eat your head off verses.
Well, I
like
do have some songs of his that are up there. Like
The Way I Am.
The Way I Am is my ultimate.
Yeah, the Way I Am is my favorite song. Stan is high. We talked about it before. I listen to Stan every single morning for like 6 fucking months.
Word.
And just you can see the song.
I almost thought I was Stan.
Yeah, word up, word up.
I was thinking talking about me.
And I really think that if you think about it, I think that was the idea of the song.
But it's crazy because we call super fans of artists stans.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He created that.
Yeah, right.
And every little white kid in America fucking bleached blonde their hair.
They were stans for
literally the next day.
Word.
You know what I mean? He created that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He gave them a voice in our culture.
Yeah, word up.
And they ran with that shit.
They ran with that shit. It was all in white tees and baggy jeans.
All of them was ready to kill their moms and shit.
Word up. I think that's what started it. Yeah. Shut up, Carol.
What? Marshall said.
I think that fucking started that shit, man. For real.
The number 2 song on his album was "Bitch, I'ma Kill You."
Word up, yo. And I remember too, and I can't believe it's honestly crazy to me that my grandmother would let me.
They let us play that shit.
That shit so loud every morning. Kim, you know how violent Kim is.
Kim is a crazy record.
Yo, that song is so fucking violent.
That was one of my favorite songs.
I used to blast it every morning. I might have to go back and listen to that.
Shady.
will fucking kill you.
I'm like, oh shit.
I was blasting this
What?
and the fucking explicit version in my
yeah.
grandma's house
Right. Brushing your
every
teeth.
morning.
I'm gonna go to
She
school and
just-
kill these niggas.
Yeah, she allowed that shit, man.
Word up. Before we get out of here, let's talk about Offset getting hacked.
Oh,
So Offset was in the news after 6ix9ine's girlfriend posted a video of herself checking her own DMs on Instagram. She goes to her DMs and shows a single message from Offset saying, "I miss you." She then speaks on Cardi B's lawsuit. Your wife at I Am Cardi B has an open criminal case. I should have did it on my women's voice, huh?
yeah.
Why are you writing me when you don't respect her? There's a lot of shit I haven't exposed yet. But there's always what? But there's a time that I can't read these people's shit. But there's a time for that. I'm the queen of talking shit now. I'm backing it up. Oh, she threw a shot at Cardi. She's the queen of talking shit now. She's backing it up. Ooh, bars.
Clever.
Yeah. So Cardi posted a video saying how her husband was hacked by a Twitter hacker.
Cardi got to chill the fuck out, bro.
So all right. So let's take a step back.
Instagram.
Exactly. So she sent an Instagram message, but it was a Twitter hacker behind it.
Exactly.
These niggas is crafty, man.
Did you see him standing there? He looked guilty.
Scared as shit
He
with the
looked
baby in his hand. So after Cardi says it was a Twitter hacker, Offset later doubles down and says, "Oh no, it wasn't a Twitter hacker. It was a Google hacker." Niggas hacked my Google, G.
That's much more believable.
But
bro.
yeah, because that's where his passwords would be, right? If he got his Google hacked.
So he says, so somebody hacked one of my emails that's connected to all my shit, and that's how I got hacked from the jump.
Yeah. Somebody called him and said, "Nah, you got to change the statement.
Right,
Make
you
it
gotta
Google.
do this
Make it
now.
Google."
So
You gonna
Cardi,
get caught.
so Cardi responds and says this: "Everybody know he done some dumb shit, but come on now, niggas ain't dumb, niggas ain't crazy. We been so good. We had a sweet weekend. Life has been good. That's why we not entertaining it. That's why I'm not getting rowdy."
Yo, why you sound just like her, yo?
So Jade, 6ix9ine's girlfriend, also responds: "The hack started after you got exposed. Why it didn't start at 1 a.m.
Word up.
Imagine fighting cases for a nigga and he still missed the other bitch."
Word up.
So did y'all see the supposed tweets after he got hacked?
Something about balls on my face or some shit like that.
But if you read it, like you can tell Offset wrote this.
Right.
"I lick ass cheeks.
Yeah.
I'm gay, y'all.
Yeah, like it was just
Balls
crazy.
in my face."
Yeah,
they,
balls.
They sound like Migos songs. Like, balls in my face.
Yo, that's so crazy,
Like,
bro.
come on, man. I lick ass cheeks. That is hilarious. I'm gay, y'all. Like Miko.
And then people are stupid enough to be like, "Yo, Offset."
Offset got hacked.
No,
No way he likes balls in his face.
he's lying.
That nigga is lying through his diamond teeth.
And then Cardi, in order to save face,
She don't want to look stupid.
is lying
Yeah.
alongside him.
Yeah, that's why she said, "Take the baby," while a lot of these people.
Right, right. Because you can tell, like, I think people, and maybe people really are stupid,
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
but
Especially the internet. Sorry, y'all, but
yeah,
the internet is stupid.
but I think
people
that
believe memes.
people think that everybody is
yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
We know Cardi's energy.
Yeah.
We know if she was being real at the time of that, her energy would have been way different.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell she was forcing to say every fucking word that came out of her mouth. It was very obvious. You know, I'm in the business of reading people, so maybe I can pick up on shit like that a lot easier. Other people be like, "Oh, she said he was hacked." Like, no, she's fucking lying and it's obvious. So, shout out to Offset, man. He winning.
Yeah, man, shit. You can get your wife to lie for
Word
you?
up, bro.
Golly.
Word
I couldn't
up.
even get Kenzie to call my job and tell him her fucking tire went flat. Like, damn. I had to have like a real life emergency to leave that motherfucker.
Bruh, I would have survived that one.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, this nigga getting this girl to lie for him.
Word up, bro. But yeah, man, it's just it's weird, man. This nigga is fucking inboxing on Instagram that I missed. Come on,
I
man.
miss you.
Can't do that.
Motherfuckers is screenshotting everything.
Word up. They're screenshotting your voice messages.
Word.
And screen recording it.
Yeah.
and screen recording the voice message.
That's what I'm saying, because people thought they were getting crafty.
Word up.
Now I'm just gonna always send the voice boy.
But yeah,
Nah, motherfuckers.
You know, when I was out doing my thing, you know,
Yeah.
I used to just send the pound sign to the inbox, £?
Yeah.
You gonna send me your number,
Right.
and we gonna have full on conversations,
Yeah.
bitch. I'm not texting you, you're not texting me.
None of that
We ain't
shit.
gonna leave no paper trails.
No
behind.
trail.
Yeah, man. But yo, I'm an advocate of being a faithful man. I'm telling niggas, man, it's so much easier to just focus on one person.
Yo, the fucking
much easier.
the headaches go away overnight. Like,
Right. And when you focus on one person, you end up liking them.
yeah, right.
You're like, yo, you know what?
You alright.
I was on some bullshit.
You ain't that bad.
Word. Like when I get to know you.
Nah, but yeah, man, it's so much easier, man. It's just like drama goes away, because you just always, when you living like that, you always in a fucking whirlwind, man.
Man, you're doing this.
You always looking over your shoulder. You can never get ahead. You always fucking. Who wants to be sneaking around all the fucking time,
Word up.
man?
That shit's weird.
That shit dead, bro.
Word
That
up.
shit is fucking
Too
dead.
much stress.
Yeah, word up. Should have killed you.
Yeah, man. So all you ladies listening that are sneaking around,
Yeah,
y'all gotta cut that shit
and
out,
they
man.
doing it more than the men nowadays.
Yeah. The niggas sneaking around too.
Yeah, no, the niggas is definitely
Because,
sneaking around.
everybody said I be attacking the women. I do come off that
But
way.
nah, but let's
apologize.
just lay it out on the table and be honest. Sometimes you gotta put it on the table, let them see it.
Yeah.
The problem is men are stupid and they get caught.
Yeah.
It's not about who's doing it more, who's doing it less. It's
Y'all
probably
way better
done
than us.
at the same level. The difference is men are stupid and men get caught.
Yeah. And at the same time, men don't get really emotionally invested
Right.
as much. We do sometimes, but we don't get emotionally invested into the other one. The women be really thinking they got a chance with with the nigga they sneaking with and shit. They always wonder why he tell them don't post them on their page because he don't want nobody in his business and shit. Like, oh, I don't want them in my business. Take that down. Like,
Word, man.
come on, man. Know your worth, ladies.
Yeah.
Somebody out there post you.
But
Since
nah,
that's
for
what
real.
y'all really looking for.
Yo, that's crazy. That's the
They just
way.
want somebody to post them, man. That's all they want, man.
Yeah, man. Post your
me.
girls, man.
Yeah, post me.
Post your girls, man.
Post one on there. Disappear after a while.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Post one, block the other from the post. I ain't gonna give y'all too much.
Yeah, you can't go too much sauce. Can't go too much. Can't go too much sauce.
Y'all got the noodle. I got the sauce.
Yeah, just drop it in the story.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Know
going
what I
to 24 hours.
Secret conversation now.
Yeah.
Every time I be in my inbox and I see that, I'm like, secret conversation. I'm like, Mark Zuckerberg is really trying to make cheating so much easy for niggas.
Zuck is giving the world the power to be on some fuck shit, bro.
That's what you think, though. He want that shit so he can be up there reading your secret conversation.
Oh, yeah. Zuck, he looked like he is a nasty man.
Yeah, word up. Fucking Zuckerberg.
Fucking beating off other people's inbox sex.
Yo, speaking of fucking beating off.
Segue,
man,
the
crazy
segue king.
Yeah, that's a crazy segue. But man, I wonder if I know I can play this audio without being sued, but I wonder if it would come through on the mic clear.
You gotta put it close, I guess.
Jesus Christ, where is it at? Bear with me for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know I'm old,
I
man.
didn't expect that to be a segue.
All right, listen.
Segue.
Someone is wanted in Gloucester or Glassboro. If y'all can hear this, say yes. I hope y'all can.
Tonight, the police in Glassboro need your help in New Jersey to find a criminal. It's 5:46 a.m. and a nippy 38 degrees, which may or may not explain why this man in high heels and nothing else is rubbing his hands together. Once
Birdman.
taking care of his business, he turns around, makes his way back to the warmth of his automobile, and goes on his merry way. Now let's take a good look at this guy. He's white, appears to be in his 40s with short, light brown hair and eyeglasses, and was last seen sporting only a pair of black pumps. And he may be driving a late model Chevy Malibu or Ford Fusion. If you know who this guy is, please call the Glassboro Police Department at 856-881-1501, extension 88167.
Yo. So apparently there's a man running around Glassboro wearing nothing but high heels. And to be politically correct, they said he was rubbing his hands together.
Yeah, but he really was rubbing his meat.
I'm going to ask y'all to use your imagination. He's literally going up to people's doors just
and jacking off and letting
yanking
loose.
it and then leaving.
What the fuck?
So if anybody in Glassboro is watching, please be careful.
Please be careful.
There's a man that pumps.
Yeah. And he's pumping it.
He's pumping it up and releasing it. Yo, there's some nasty people in the world.
Yo, the world, it's scary, man.
Yo.
It's some wild shit going on. It's some scary shit going on. Some funny shit going on.
Word
but
up, man.
it's some fucking shit going on.
There's some shit going on.
Yeah,
out here,
word up, bro.
2020 is gonna be nuts.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
y'all got anything y'all want to throw out into the universe before we wrap it up?
I don't think so. I think what Cuddy said something about. Did we talk about Michael Vick?
Oh, nah, we didn't.
Did we talk about that already?
No.
Did we have articles on that to read? We probably need to get some more.
Yeah, you
information
probably need to
on
get some more
that.
information.
Yeah. We'll bring that up.
But we do know, I do know this much. Michael Vick is going to be a captain at the upcoming Pro Bowl.
I did see that. They trying to get his motherfucking ass out of there,
Right.
bro.
So far, 200,000 people have signed a petition for him not to be one of the captains at the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
For those that don't know for those that don't know, the Pro Bowl captains basically just walk up and down the sidelines.
That's it.
Mentor the players that are there. Just nothing really into it. You know what I mean? But people are upset over the dog fighting thing, which happened over 10 years ago.
Fucking 2007, maybe.
Yeah, it happened a long time ago. Apparently people can't change.
He did 20 years in prison.
Right.
I mean, not 20 years.
He did too.
But 20
Probably seemed
months
like-
or something
probably
like
seemed
that.
like
Yeah,
20,
it probably seemed like 20 for him.
Yeah,
But he
he did his time, man.
PETA is snapping and basically saying that, every day I've seen another one of the dogs, that was rescued from his house, reposted, all scarred up. We had to do this for this dog. And don't get me wrong, sad situation. But the judge came down and said 20 months in prison, which at the time we probably all thought was
A bit extensive.
a bit extensive. There's people killing people.
Actual people contributing to society.
There's people raping people.
Yep.
Actual people
Real humans.
that are getting less. And not only has Michael Vick spent his time behind bars, he's tried to be an advocate for animal cruelty since that day, but they won't fucking let him.
And for those listening, all three of us have dogs or have
Yeah,
had dogs. So
right.
don't sit here and think we're being fucking.
Yeah, I'm not being insensitive to it
the
because,
animals.
because it is a sad situation when you see those dogs. And look, dog
Yeah,
fighting
dog.
is a big thing, but it's not for me.
Word. Me either.
That's what I'm saying. when you see it, it's sad. But the judge came down and the judge said a certain thing, and he spent his time behind bars. He lost 2 years of his career, which could have possibly derailed him forever.
Yeah.
But since then, he has tried to be an advocate.
And he has been.
But they won't let him be the advocate that he could be because they think that he should fucking get the electric chair.
He hasn't even right. He hasn't even had a fucking driving ticket since then.
That's what I'm saying. But they think they literally it's so crazy how, and I'm not saying that animal life doesn't have a certain level of care that we should put on it.
Right.
But we put the responsibility for animals higher than the responsibility for people. And that's fucking nuts.
Certain animals.
Right.
Because we don't give a fuck about slaughter of pigs.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, Peter does.
Yeah, Peter does.
They do.
Yeah, Peter does to a certain extent. But still,
they do.
They ain't stopping us from eating cows and pigs and
Hell no. And I guarantee they sneak a burger at the barbecue and ain't nobody looking.
Absolutely.
Like, one bite won't.
But this he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
I think at this point he's still not allowed to own a dog, which has to suck for his fucking children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How would they know?
Right.
Like, hey, I see Vic walking the dog.
Yeah.
Get him. Yeah, like he off parole. Like, what's gonna happen?
That's what I mean. Yeah. But I don't know how long. I knew that was part of I don't even know what word I'm looking for, but that was part of it when he got
Part of the
released
deal,
was not to be able to have a dog for a certain amount of time. I don't know if it was forever or
Right.
or if it was like 5 years or 10
Right.
years or
There
whatever.
should be a statute of limitations on that. I would
Yeah,
hope so.
you're right.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, what better person to be a face or to be a voice for animal cruelty than someone who literally had been through it,
Right.
Yeah.
went
Paid
to
the
prison,
consequence, learned the lesson.
learned his lesson, and now is coming out and
teach.
trying to help.
If anything, Peter, however you pronounce it, would have got with his ass and tried to do a collaborative.
That's what I'm
effort.
saying. And initially that was talked about. They was like, fuck no.
Nah, we're gonna keep putting this "I am the angel"
Yeah, with that
commercial out.
sad ass fucking
That
commercial.
commercial fucks me up.
Yo, that I
I
turned
ever
that
wondered
shit.
what dog fighting is like? It's like that with barking and scratching
Right. Word
and
up.
blood.
Word up, bro.
Because a lot of them dogs don't be into that shit.
Nah, and that's what, and I get the fucking argument. You know, not only do they have these dogs that fight to death,
The ones that don't
they
get killed.
take random dogs and use them as bait dogs, and it's a fucking brutal
Yeah,
sport.
It's fucked up.
But he did his part,
Did 2 years in jail.
and he's
though.
trying to do even more of his part, and they won't let him.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers still eating beef and broccoli. Y'all worried about what the fuck
That's what I'm
Vic got
saying.
going on.
That's what I'm saying. What he say? Fuck that. They're sensitive to what's happening to actual humans.
Did prison time.
Yeah.
Paid all
Yeah.
restitution. Meanwhile, his kids out here getting killed at sporting events, but dogs are priority. That's
And that's exactly it's crazy because
very true. That's why you gotta come sit down.
I feel like dogs are placed on a higher level than humans, and
Right.
especially black ones.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's sad, man.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to Mike Vick. I still fuck with you.
I fuck with Vic
Yeah.
because he did his part.
You was wrong. You did some wrong shit.
Yeah.
It's over with. It
Right.
happened. You know.
I
Either
fuck
you
with him
keep
because
talking about
he
it or-
did his part. You
That's
know,
what I'm
it's
saying.
like
It's like you can't forgive somebody and then keep bringing
Look,
up what
man.
they
Yeah,
did. You know
because
what I mean?
you're not really forgiving them.
Exactly.
right. We
Don't
still
make
fuck with
sense.
OJ, man.
Yeah. Now OJ, you gotta chill. I've never seen someone get a Twitter and post videos as the tweets.
Yo, that's all OJ do, man.
He
That
hasn't-
shit is creepy as fuck. I be watching him.
I wonder, he probably wasn't it like a rumor that he couldn't write or some shit. Or
It's very well
read or write?
possible because when you that good, I mean,
You don't
OJ
need to.
OJ came out in what, like 79 into
Yeah.
the
He probably was walking into class like, "Hey Becky,
like. Listen to Emmett talk. That nigga can't write. There's no way Emmett Smith can write a full sentence.
Some niggas was like, yo, we'll do your homework. Just go out there and run the ball.
Run the football.
Just run the ball, man."
Yeah, word up.
And he was going to school in like Oklahoma where Emmett was.
Yup.
But yeah, OJ gotta chill, man.
OJ definitely gotta chill.
I don't even know why I still fuck with OJ. This nigga that did so much, man.
Yeah, OJ funny as fuck though.
He
man.
is hilarious though. Cause he really think he ain't do shit wrong.
Yo,
he really don't understand.
It's
man.
crazy because OJ literally is living like he did absolutely nothing wrong.
And he wants you to live with him like that too.
I'm
like
just
what
like,
murder?
look, for anybody out there that feels like some wrong that they've did derails their life, go on over to fucking to the Juices Twitter.
You gonna see a nigga playing golf, living it up.
You gonna see a guy living real good
Got friends still, a nice house.
that did some dirty shit. So if you're in a
Word up.
dark place right now, you can turn it around.
And it's not like his videos are like just him holding the phone. It's a nigga holding his phone like
Yo,
recording me,
word
like,
up.
as he talks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna sit in the back of my Escalade. You record me.
Or he'll be sitting on the golf cart like,
Yeah. It's like, you know what I was thinking?
that's how he always
What I was
talks.
thinking? You know what the Juice was thinking? It's like, no, we don't.
The Juice.
We don't want to know Juice.
Nah,
You've done enough thinking.
the Juice though. But he was one of those. He was one of those cases, man, where he was
So good.
that good.
Yeah.
He was that good. And in my opinion, even though Michael Vick did his paid his debt to society, he was that good.
Yeah, he was.
You know. But let this have been Tom. We wouldn't even fucking hear about
Wouldn't
it.
even bat an eye.
Wouldn't even bat an eye.
But to picture Tom.
You think Tom ain't never beat a squirrel in his fucking yard with a
Right.
bat when he was a kid?
Oh, yeah, I know he
Look
did.
at Tom.
Yeah, you know he did.
Tom done some animal cruelty.
Yeah, you know he did.
I guarantee it.
Probably skinned a damn rabbit or some shit.
Look at him. Look at him.
Fucking Tom Brady.
He looks like he does fucking some cruel
That's-
shit.
That's funny. I know Tom got some scandals in his closet somewhere.
Oh, there's no way that he doesn't.
Fucking Tom.
There's no way that he doesn't. Especially fucking hanging out with the owner so tight.
Yeah, Kraft.
Kraft is a crafty motherfucker.
Yeah, Kraft got a little juice when that little audio popped out of him defending the Blairs though. He got a little juice in the hood with that one. Then he was hanging with Meek Mill.
Yeah, nah, I bang with Kraft, man.
Chains and
I
shit.
bang with Kraft. He had the Dream Chasers chain.
Dream Chasers chain on.
Yep.
Then next time you see him, he had the championship chain on.
Yep.
After the New England had one. So I'm like, yo, check Robert Kraft out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with Kraft. You know, he paid for some hoes.
Hey, look, man. Every now and then you gotta get a little $60 booty.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. Swept it right on under the rug.
If you're Robert Kraft and you're a billionaire, this dude was going to the $60 spot.
Hey, man, did you wonder how the rich stay rich?
Word up, bro.
Hey, man, you gotta be smart.
But that's how you know that rich people long for a certain level of
normality.
Is
normality a word?
Normality, I think. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I did that.
So if you're rich, why would you go and buy another rich woman?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to feel like a regular person. That $60 gonna make you feel like a regular person.
I always think now that you say that. What do you buy another rich person?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what do you give them? I was watching Little Baby's birthday party on Instagram, and all the rich people just bringing him money. I'm like, this is the last thing he needs.
Right? Yeah, you don't need any more fucking money.
Yeah, like the hell.
But that's why you see a lot of people that are rich that struggle with happiness because all they got is money.
Yeah,
all they have is things.
What do Jay-Z and Beyonce get each other on Christmas?
A $20 million ring.
But still,
for all that, he could buy that.
After a while too,
well,
right?
well, no, I don't know. Well, she does have a $20 million ring, but
which is ridiculous. Like, what the fuck?
The last birthday, I don't know if it was 49 or 48, but she bought him a watch that had every diamond ever mined in Africa on that motherfucker. It was literally
it's ridiculous.
Just covered in fucking diamonds. It had to be every bit of $30 million.
That's ridiculous. Like,
how do you spend $30 million? And don't get me wrong, the Carters are definitely doing their part as far as society, so they can spend the money.
Do what the fuck you please.
But why would you spend $30 million on a watch?
Yeah, like, what do you do? Y'all been married umpteen years. Like, what's next?
Yeah, and that watch is probably going to stay in the jewelry box.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't wear that shit.
Hov ain't really wore jewelry like that in a long time.
Nothing with really diamonds.
Yeah,
you wear a lot of gold.
I mean, his last concert I went to, he had 37 fucking chains on his neck.
They was all gold.
All gold though. Yeah, he was like
a lot of solid gold.
He was like, let me let y'all hear my chains. Shook the bitches in the drum. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Like 20 pounds of jewelry on his
Word
neck.
up.
That shit gotta be heavy.
Yeah. That'd be if I ever come into some money.
Hey, B, what you want for your birthday? Like,
what do you buy her? A small island?
I was looking at this state.
Yeah. I think we're going to buy Texas this month.
I was looking at Texas.
Yeah. Word up, bro.
Might as well make it home. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but that is something to think about. It's like, what do you get?
Like, babe, what do you think of Australia? What do you think of the Boston Red Sox?
Yeah, well, they coming for shit like that.
Yeah, that's next. That's definitely next.
Yeah, he will
Either
definitely
a team or some type of political seat. I see Jay taking.
Yeah, I would love to see the political seat, man.
That'd be amazing.
I would love to see that.
He's already just been a great example for what you can be if you know what I mean, stick to it.
Yeah,
because he still came from the same places a lot of us came from. He just stuck with it. He didn't listen to nobody but his damn self.
He honestly, to me, is and the two favorite black men living right now is for me is Obama and Jay-Z.
Yeah,
and they are almost like the same person.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's like a different environment that they came from, so to speak.
When I get old, I want to be like Obama.
I want to be Brock.
I want to be cool like
he
that.
He is
just smooth as shit, man.
And that's why I never understand how people don't hate him, right? Like him.
I mean, I know why.
Yeah, I get it. But like when you think about it,
cool as shit.
Jesus Christ, he literally tried to do everything right against the odds.
It's funny you had this conversation. We always go on tangents. We're supposed to end the show like 45 minutes. But a friend of mine, African American, is dating a Caucasian woman, and he was saying how our black family, accepted his white girlfriend with open arms and was like, oh, come on in.
Right.
And, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, kick your shoes off and
Yep.
relax.
Make yourself at home.
Right. And he said if the situation was reversed and it was time for him to meet her family, he would have to like,
Be
like
sit
that,
and he's
yeah.
not able to be
Don't
himself.
put your hands in your fucking pockets.
Right. It's not as welcoming as it would be.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I'm like, it just goes to show you. I'm like, when Bill Clinton was president, we championed Bill.
Yep.
The black community surrounded Bill,
Yep.
threw our arms around him,
Yep.
made him honorary black Bill
Still
Clinton.
to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barack becomes president, and a lot of white people did
Yeah,
gravitate to
but
Barack.
a lot of them was like,
A lot of them
nah,
shied away. You know
can't
what I
bang
mean?
with
Which is understandable given
Yeah.
what history has shown us. It's been all freaking white presidents.
Yeah, he was
So
the
when a black
40.
guy
He was the
steps in-
44th, and
Right.
43 prior.
Right.
Were white,
Were white.
and 43 after
It's gonna be white.
probably
Yeah.
gonna fucking be white.
Yeah, so I understand the initial shock.
Yeah.
You know, especially when a lot of people that Americans are stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
And, you know,
It's those
America
boomers.
the beautiful.
Those damn boomers.
Yeah. So I definitely understand it.
Yeah, yeah, but it's sad though that it is that way, that us,
Mhm.
the oppressed,
Mhm.
are more accepting of the oppressor
Mm-hmm.
than the other way around.
I mean,
Right.
because we've been in that position.
Yeah, but you would think that because they oppressed us for so long,
And that's
that they
crazy.
would be more accepting or
But
trying to.
It's
At
black.
least.
It's black people that want us to think that way, though.
What that.
That we should be like, ah, fuck them because of.
And I don't think that we should be like, fuck them. I'm just thinking that they should be more so accepting of us because,
Oh, yeah, but-
because of the history.
Yeah.
I don't, and you know where I grew up and where I came from. In my childhood, white people probably have done more for me than black people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how could I be like, fuck
Right,
them? You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
But there's also times that I've been in environments in those same white neighborhoods to where I was reminded who I was. I literally just had this conversation with Vanessa probably 2 days ago.
Mhm.
Is you know, where I grew up at, I was the only black kid a lot of times.
Mhm.
So I told her, like, in my mindset, I was conditioned at times to where if I didn't physically look down, I might even forget because it was just so normal. It was just, it would be just like five
Word
white
up,
kids playing
right.
outside.
Yep.
But then I would get into situations that would remind me,
Mhm.
nah, motherfucker,
Mhm.
you black.
You still on that side of the street.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got to the point to where I had to stop forgetting or you know what I mean? And remember, like, at all times,
At all
like,
times, be aware.
if you go into an elevator, a motherfucker's gonna clutch their purse. You know what I mean? Or if you go
Bruh.
into a store,
To this day, I get that.
and I still at times,
I'm
and
like,
it's
lady, the fuck up.
yeah,
You're
exactly,
darker than me.
Exactly.
Relax.
Yeah, and it's crazy, but like, I think about going into stores and being a kid and being watched. So now I'm conditioned to a point to where I might not keep my hands in my pockets if I'm in a store.
Yeah, I do
because
that all the time.
I don't want them to
I'm
think that I
trying
put
some
something
shit.
in my pockets.
Yep, I do the same
You know what I
thing.
mean? And we're conditioned that way, and that shit is not fucking fair.
Yep.
But it's just it's the way of the world.
It's crazy because, yo, I just did that the other night. Walking into Family Dollar with
Yep.
this hoodie on, had both hands in my pocket,
Yep.
had my hood on. I said,
Uh-huh.
yo, what the fuck am I doing?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And,
I-
you
you know-
shouldn't have to fucking think like that, but
Right.
that's the way that America has conditioned
But
us.
nah, I know I just looked and was looking at the looks.
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck
Yeah.
they looking at me like this?
Yeah, yeah, and not to go way back into a tangent to where we started, but when you think about the hood, think about how Trayvon being in a hood made him a criminal. The hoodie when
The
we're
hoodie.
wearing it automatically labels us a fucking
Right.
a crook
Right.
or you know, some type of
Somebody,
monster.
right, we into
You know what I mean?
something.
Yeah, you're up to something. Take that hood off, boy.
Right, just can't have a can of juice and some Skittles
Nigga,
in my
my
pocket.
fucking ears are cold.
Right. I'm outside.
I'm not taking my yeah, exactly. Like, why does my jack have a hood on it if I can't fucking wear it?
Word up.
But you know, it's
Way
just
of
a
the
weird,
world.
just yeah, it's crazy though. It's a crazy world.
Yeah, Cuddy been through that shit too.
Yeah, word up.
But yeah, I think that's all we got today. Sorry, y'all. I know we was supposed to end a little while ago.
Yeah,
We just having fun. So we will be bringing you guys up to speed because we will be making a few changes. Nothing too major, but just something that we feel you guys should know. So we'll be just keep an eye on the Facebook page for that, for those
Yeah,
updates,
yeah.
or the Twitter or the Instagram page. Please do not forget to go to our YouTube page and subscribe, like,
comment, share.
comment, go to Google Podcasts and review us. Give us 5 stars, man. Just say something nice about us. Even if you don't like us, review us. We don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I
We
mean?
want
Be
we want
honest.
the honest reviews, man.
be
You know
honest.
what I mean? Everybody, it ain't for everybody.
That's true.
So we don't expect everybody to like it.
Anything y'all think we should change? Sorry
Yeah.
for cutting you off. Anything
No,
y'all
you
think
good.
we should change? Let one of us know.
Yeah.
We're very accessible. We won't curse you out as long as you weren't disrespectful.
Right.
Anything y'all want us to implement, let us know. We'll be beginning a new season soon.
Yeah.
So we'll be, taking
some
all
changes.
you guys' suggestions. May not use them, but we'll listen to them.
Yeah, we'll listen to them.
But we do appreciate you guys for rocking out with us. Like we say, Easy should be back with us next week. Is that all? Yep, that's all. We love you guys.
Peace.
What did it cost?